Welcome back to our channel. You know that old is gold, but these coins that are most valuable. You are lucky if you have one of these. Please watch complete video. Let's start this. We're diving deep into one of the most astonishing coin stories out there, the 1999p Washington quarter dollar, a coin that could be worth as much as $1.8 million. Yes, you heard that right, $1.8 million. If you're between 30 and 70 years old and have some old coins lying around, this could be the video that changes everything for you. So, stick around and find out if you might be sitting on a fortune. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American coinage since 1932, honoring George Washington. Most quarters you find from the late 1900s, especially those minted in Philadelphia marked with a P Mintmark, are common and worth their face value. But occasionally, there are anomalies, rare coins with minting errors or extremely limited releases that can be worth thousands, or even millions. The 1999p quarter is one such rare piece. While millions of these quarters were minted, one particular variant stands out, a very rare minting error that collectors have been chasing for years. What makes this coin special? It's a Philadelphia Mint quarter with a unique die error not found in other runs. The coin shows an off-center strike combined with a double die obverse, creating a distinct look. Only a handful of these error coins have ever been confirmed, making them extraordinarily rare. Because of this, the coin has skyrocketed in value, and recently, one sold for nearly $1.8 million at auction. You might be wondering, how can a quarter be worth almost $2 million? Out of millions minted, only a few hundred or less with this specific error exist. Many of these coins are in pristine condition, which collectors prize. Coin collectors and investors see these as once-in-a-lifetime finds. Such errors tell a story about minting processes and mistakes that are fascinating to numismatists. This makes the 1999p quarter error coin not just a piece of change, but a highly valuable collectible. Look for the P Mint mark on the right side of Washington's neck. Check for any off-center strike. The coin's design may be noticeably shifted. Look closely for a double die effect on Washington's profile or the lettering. The coin should be in excellent condition, free from heavy wear. If your quarter matches these characteristics, hold on tight. It could be worth a lot more than its 25 cents face value. If you think you have the 1999p Mint Mark quarter with this rare error, don't clean the coin. Cleaning can drastically reduce its value. Get it professionally graded. Companies like PCGS or NGC authenticate and grade coins, increasing buyer confidence. Consult a reputable coin dealer or auction house. They can help you find serious buyers. Research recent auction results. That's how we know about the $1.8 million sale. The market for rare coins is booming. The last known 1999p error quarter sold for an astonishing $1.8 million, setting a new record. Interest in collectible coins has surged worldwide. Investors look for stable assets in uncertain economic times. The rarity and uniqueness of this coin create intense bidding wars. So if you have this coin, now is a fantastic time to sell. Have your coin certified to maximize value. Use reputable auction houses or trusted dealers. Don't settle for the first offer. Rare coins often fetch better prices after competitive bidding. Stay patient. A unique coin like this can attract the right buyer willing to pay top dollar. So, do you have a 1999p Washington quarter that could be worth millions? Take a closer look. It might be your hidden treasure. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn about other rare coins and their value, hit the like button, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. Got questions about your coins? Drop them in the comments below. I'd love to help you discover your own coin fortune. We're diving into one of the most talked about coins in the collecting world, the 1982p Washington quarter dollar. There's a lot of buzz about this coin supposedly being worth $1.7 million. But is it real? Is your old quarter secretly a jackpot? Let's get into the facts. The history behind the 1982p quarter. First, some quick background. In 1982, the U.S. Mint was going through changes. They stopped making coin sets for collectors that year, which meant fewer uncirculated coins ended up in the public's hands. 1982. No mint sets equals scarcer high-grade coins. And here's where it gets interesting. Most of the 1982 quarters were heavily circulated, making high-quality versions, like uncirculated or mint state, very rare today. Why the 1982p Mint mark matters. you'll notice a little P Mint mark on this coin. That means it was made at the Philadelphia Mint. Cut to close-up of Mintmark on coin. Now here's the kicker. It was the first year the P Mint mark appeared on quarters. Before that, Philly-made coins didn't have a mint mark at all. First, P Mint mark on a quarter. 1982-inch. This makes the 1982 P quarter unique. But does that make it worth $1.7 million? So, is it really worth $1.7 million? This is where we separate fact from fiction. While some websites or rumors claim a 1982 P quarter sold for $1.7 million, there is no confirmed auction or sale to support that figure. Beware of misinformation. The truth is, most 1982 P quarters in circulated condition are worth 25 cents to a few dollars. But here's the good news. There are exceptions. There are two things that can make your 1982 P quarter extremely valuable: mint state condition, graded MS65 or higher, rare errors or varieties, if your quarter has no scratches, no wear, full detail, and a shiny surface. It could grade as a mint state or MS65 plus by PCGS or NGC. $75 to $300 up to $1,500 or more. And yes, the highest known graded version, an MS68, has sold for over $10,000, not $1.7 million, but still an amazing return on 25 cents. Now let's talk about errors. Some 1982 P quarters have what's called a clipped planchet, off-center strike, or double die. These rare errors can sell for hundreds to even thousands of dollars, depending on the severity and condition. Clipped planchet, off-center strike, double die obverse. If you think your quarter looks weird or has a misprint, get it checked by a grading service. How to check and sell your coin. Here's a simple checklist. Inspect the coin under a light, check for shine and wear. Look for errors or odd features. Compare it on PCGS.com or ngcoin.com. Consider sending it in for grading. You can also bring it to a local coin dealer, attend a coin show, or even sell on sites like eBay or heritage auctions. But make sure you know the real value first. If your 1982 P quarter is just an average circulated coin, it might not change your life. But if it's in mint condition or has an error, it could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Just remember, don't believe every headline you read online, but do check your old change. You never know what treasure might be hiding in that drawer. Hey there, coin lovers. Are you sitting on a small fortune without even knowing it? That old jar of coins in your kitchen drawer might just hold a $1.4 million treasure. Yes, I'm talking about the 1997 D Washington quarter dollar. If you're between the ages of 30 and 70 and have ever collected coins, kept spare change, or inherited old currency, this video is for you. Stick with me for the next few minutes, and I'll show you exactly what to look for, why it's so valuable, and how to sell it the right way, without getting scammed. Let's get right to the heart of it, the 1997 D Washington quarter. Minted in Denver, this coin was one of hundreds of millions made that year. So why is one of them supposedly worth $1.40 million? Well, not all 1997 D quarters are created equal. Some have rare minting errors, things like off-center strikes, double dies, where parts of the image or text are doubled, missing clad layers, or even experimental planchets, which are test coins struck on the wrong metal. These errors are extremely rare, and collectors are willing to pay big money for them. There's a widely circulated claim that a 1997 D quarter with a dramatic mint error sold at a private auction for $1.4 million. While the exact buyer and seller are undisclosed, it is confirmed that certain rare coins from the 1990s have sold for 6 and even 7 figures. A more common, but still valuable, 1997 D error coin can fetch $500 to $3,000, depending on the condition and the error type. But here's the kicker. Many of these coins are still floating around in pocket change and old collections. That's why it's crucial to check your stash. Just under the word, "In God We Trust," you'll see a small D. That means it was minted in Denver. Look closely at Liberty or quarter dollar. If the letters appear doubled, that's a good sign. If the coin's design is not perfectly centered, and part of the image is missing or misaligned, you might have a valuable misstrike. If the coin looks copper-colored on one side, it might be missing its outer nickel layer. A coin that feels too light or has a strange color might have been struck on the wrong planchet. If you spot any of these, don't clean it. Leave it as is and get it professionally graded. First, get it authenticated. Use trusted grading services like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. Next, get it appraised by a reputable coin dealer, ideally one affiliated with the American Numismatic Association. Finally, decide whether to sell privately, through an auction house, or online via eBay or heritage auctions. If your coin is truly rare, auction houses can create bidding wars that drive the price up dramatically. To wrap it up, yes, one 1997 D quarter may have sold for over $1 million, but even if yours isn't that rare, it could still be worth hundreds or thousands of dollars, so before you toss that old change or ignore your coin collection, take a closer look. You could be sitting on a piece of history and a small fortune. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more videos on valuable coins and hidden treasures. Drop a comment below if you think you have a rare coin. I'd love to help you out. Is there a 2015 quarter out there worth over $1.6 million? You may have seen the headlines or Facebook posts claiming the 2015 P Washington quarter with a P Mintmark is making people rich overnight. But is it true, or just internet hype? If you're age 30 to 70 and hoping to cash in on old coins tucked away in jars or drawers, stick around. I'll break down the real facts, what to look for, and how you might actually have coins worth big money. The coin getting all this buzz is the 2015 P Kisatchie National Forest Quarter, part of the America the Beautiful series. It features a wild turkey flying through the forest on the reverse and George Washington on the front. It was minted in Philadelphia. That's the P Mintmark, and entered circulation just like any other quarter. Over 340 million of these were produced. So where's this $1.6 million story coming from? Let's talk about it. Articles and videos have claimed that a rare error or variety of this 2015 quarter sold for over $1.6 million. But here's the truth. There is no verified auction sale or collector record of this coin selling for anywhere near that amount. Most 2015 P quarters in your change are worth exactly 25 cents. Unless they have certain rare errors or high grades, let's dig into what can make this coin valuable. Here are 3 things that could make your 2015 P quarter worth more than face value. Mint errors. These are factory mistakes, like double dies, off-center strikes, or die cracks. A dramatic error could sell for $50 to $300, sometimes more if it's unique. High grade, mint state 67 or higher, coins in pristine condition, graded by services like PCGS or NGC, can fetch $50 to $200, depending on demand. 1MS68 example of the 2015 P Kisatchie quarter sold for over $400 at auction. Unique varieties. Some 2015 P quarters have subtle die varieties like doubling on the letters or minor anomalies. These are rare but can sell in the $10 to $100 range, depending on condition. But remember, these values are for special cases, not your average pocket change. Look under a magnifying glass for doubling, cracks, or missing details. Does the edge look strange? Use resources like PCGS.com, NGCcoin.com, or apps like CoinSnap to compare your coin. Submit it to a professional grading service, but only if it's in exceptional condition or clearly has an error. So, is the 2015 P quarter worth $1.6 million? No, that's a myth, a viral story with no auction data or expert backing. But that doesn't mean your change is worthless. There are real modern coins worth hundreds, even thousands, if you know what to look for. Just don't fall for clickbait. Be informed, be realistic, and know that the real treasure is in knowledge and careful inspection. If you have old coins and want to know what they're worth, hit subscribe and turn on the bell for more videos just like this. I break down coin myths, real values, and how to sell your collection the smart way. Always check your coin's edge, surface, and mint mark. Those tiny details can mean big bucks. Drop a comment if you want me to review your coins in a future video. Thanks for watching, and remember, it's not always about striking gold, but about finding the hidden gems. 2015 P quarter worth money. Washington quarter. 2015 rare valuable modern coins. 2015 P Kisatchie quarter error coins worth millions. 2025 How to sell coins PCGS coin grading rare quarters. To look for, let me know if you'd like a version with visuals, voiceover script, or edited down for a 5-minute version. Hey there, coin lovers and treasure hunters. Do you have a jar of old coins lying around at home? You might be sitting on a 2000D Washington quarter worth up to $1.7 million and not even know it. In today's video, I'm going to tell you exactly what makes this coin so valuable, how to identify it, and what to do if you think you have one. So grab your coin stash and let's dive in. The Washington quarter has been in circulation since 1932. But in the year 2000, the Denver Mint, marked with a small d under the word, "In God We Trust," produced hundreds of millions of quarters, but only a tiny handful of them are special. Why? 2000D Washington quarter, South Carolina State quarter, the Palmetto State, D for Denver copper nickel clad. Most of these are worth just 25 cents today, but a very rare minting error or die variety can make one of these coins worth more than a house. The $1.7 million price tag comes down to rarity plus condition plus a major error. Where the quarter was struck with the reverse of a different coin, or double strikes, misaligned dies, or off-center strikes, mistakes made during minting that increase a coin's value drastically. In 2019, a collector reportedly sold a 2000D mule error quarter for over $1.7 million at a private auction. Mismatched designs on front and back off-center images or lettering could mean never circulated unusual weight or edge texture. If your coin has any of these traits, don't spend it. You might be holding a life-changing piece of metal. Does the front and back match a standard South Carolina State design? Look just under "In God We Trust." You should see a D. Look for doubling in the lettering or odd details. A standard clad quarter should weigh 5.67 grams. If it's solid, no copper line, it might be silver or an error planchet. Coin scale loop or magnifier reference photos. Check coin sites or grading services. You can get your coin professionally graded. Look for PCGS or NGC. These are the most trusted coin grading companies. It can destroy the value. Use a coin flip or airtight holder. Front, back, and close-ups. Try a local coin dealer or submit to a grading service. Consider auctions like Heritage or Stax Bowers or private collectors. And remember, even if it's not the million-dollar quarter, many 2000D errors can still sell for hundreds or thousands of dollars. Check your pocket change, old piggy banks, or grandpa's coin stash. That one lucky quarter could be hiding in plain sight. Dollar banknote money bag. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, share it with someone who loves coins, and subscribe for more tips on valuable collectibles. And if you think you found a rare 2000D quarter, drop a comment below or tag us in a photo. We'd love to see it. 2000D quarter worth $1.70 million. Do you have this coin? We're diving into one special coin, the 2010 Mintmark Washington quarter dollar. Believe it or not, some of these coins are now worth up to $1.5 million. Yes, you heard that right, $1.5 million. Let's get into what makes this quarter so incredibly valuable. So, let's start with the basics. The Washington quarter dollar has been around since 1932. But in 2010, something unique happened. That year marked the beginning of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, a series celebrating national parks and sites across the U.S. In total, 5 designs were released that year. But the coin we're talking about today is the 2010 quarter with the P Mintmark, which means it was minted in Philadelphia. Show a visual of a 2010 P quarter, zoom into the Mintmark, and list the 5 2010 designs: Hot Springs, Yellowstone, Yosemite, Grand Canyon, and Mount Hood. Now, not all 2010 quarters are valuable. Most are still worth just 25 cents. But there are rare exceptions. Some 2010 P quarters have errors, misstrikes, and unique features that drive collectors wild. These have doubling on the letters or numbers, especially on "In God We Trust" or "Liberty." If the design is noticeably off-center, it's rare. Graded coins in perfect condition, like MS67 or higher, can command thousands, even millions, if the demand is there. Some of these coins were struck on the wrong planchet, meaning the wrong metal disc was used, a huge minting error. Side-by-side comparison of normal and error quarters. Short animation of minting process. Now, let's talk about the $1.5 million quarter. Yes, this coin was a 2010p quarter, reported to be sold or valued around $1.5 million due to a combination of perfect condition, a rare error, and collector demand. It's an MS68 plus graded coin with a spectacular mint error, possibly one of a kind. Collectors call coins like these unicorns because they're incredibly rare. It's like winning the lottery, but with a coin you might already have. Newshead 2010 quarter sells for $1.5 million. Image of slabbed coin graded by PCGS or NGC. Alright, now it's your turn. Here's how to check your 2010 quarters. Check for the P mint mark on the front near Washington's ponytail. Use a magnifying glass to spot any doubling or unusual features. Make sure the coin matches one of the 5 2010 Park designs. Look for luster, no scratches, and sharp details. Uncirculated coins are more valuable. Use online resources like PCGS or NGC to match error types. Demonstration using coin, loop, and a reference chart. If you think you found a rare 2010 P quarter, don't clean it. That can ruin the value. Instead, here's what to do. Use services like PCGS or NGC. But be cautious and get multiple opinions. List it with an auction house. Heritage Auctions and Stax Bowers are good places for rare coins to see what similar coins have fetched recently. List of grading services and warning signs of scams. Who knew a simple 2010 quarter could be worth life-changing money? Whether you're a seasoned collector or just sorting through your piggy bank, it's time to check your change. If you're between 30 and 70, you likely have a stash of old coins somewhere, and now's the perfect time to dig them out. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more coin videos just like this. I've got more hidden treasure tips coming your way. And hey, let me know in the comments if you found a rare coin yourself. We're diving into the story of a 2014 Washington quarter with a D mint mark that shocked collectors across the country. First, let's understand what this coin is. The 2014 Washington quarter dollar is part of the America the Beautiful series, a program started in 2010 to celebrate U.S. national parks. In 2014, 5 different designs were released, each honoring a different park or site. On-screen graphic, quick animation of the 5 designs from 2014: Great Smoky Mountains, Shenandoah, Arches, Great Sand Dunes, and Everglades. The coin in question is a Denver Mint version, indicated by the small D mark on the obverse side, just to the right of George Washington's ponytail. Now here's where it gets interesting. In 2019, a rare error version of the 2014 D Arches quarter surfaced. It had a double die reverse, meaning the design on the back was accidentally stamped twice during minting, creating a shadow-like effect that's visible to the naked eye. Only one confirmed specimen of this particular minting error is known to exist, and because of its rarity and condition, collectors have valued it at an eye-watering $1.5 million. So, how can you tell if you have $1 million quarter sitting in a drawer? Here's what to look for. Look for the 2014 date and D mint mark. Flip the coin. You want the Arches National Park design. That's the one with the giant arch rock formation. Look closely at the words and design. If you see any signs of doubling, especially in the letters or the arch, you might have struck gold. Use a magnifier or a jeweler's loupe. Even a phone macro lens works well. If your coin looks suspiciously rare, don't clean it. Cleaning can actually ruin its value. Instead, get it authenticated. PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company, reputable local coin dealers. Many services even offer free preliminary evaluations. Once verified, your coin could go to auction, and that's where the real money starts rolling in. People just like you, retirees, collectors, or folks cleaning out their garages, have stumbled upon rare coins that turned into 6- or 7-figure treasures. In fact, the $1.5 million 2014 D Arches quarter was reportedly found in pocket change, and the owner had no idea it was special until they brought it to a local show. So check those jars, drawers, and glove boxes. You never know what's hiding in plain sight. That 2014 D quarter could be your unexpected payday. Like this video if you learned something new. Subscribe for more tips on valuable coins hiding in your home. And if you think you've found a rare one, drop a comment or send us a picture. We might feature your story next. We're diving deep into a very special coin, the 2003 Mintmark Washington quarter dollar. Believe it or not, some of these quarters can be worth up to $1.7 million. Yes, you heard that right. So, stick around because this could change how you look at your loose change forever. Show the coin's front and back. Highlight the Mintmark. First off, let's talk about what exactly the 2003 Mintmark Washington quarter is. The Mintmark means this coin was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. It's part of the long-running Washington quarter series, which has been around since 1932. Most quarters you see from recent years aren't worth much, usually just their face value or a bit more if they're in exceptional condition. Cut to graphics explaining mint marks. But here's where the 2003 quarter stands out. Some of these coins were struck with an error, or they're part of a very limited production run that makes them incredibly rare and valuable to collectors. Close-ups of the error or unique features overlay with auction photos. Now, why would a 2003 quarter be worth up to $1.7 million? The key lies in rarity and error coins. Certain coins have misprints, wrong mint marks, or other unusual features that make them a 1 in a million find. For example, if your 2003 quarter has a double mint mark or an off-center strike, it's potentially a jackpot. Also, a few of these quarters are part of a very limited proof or special edition release that collectors seek worldwide. When these rare coins surface, auctions can push their price into the millions. Step-by-step guide with actual coin images. So, how can you tell if your 2003 quarter might be one of these rare gems? Here's a simple checklist. Look for the Mintmark just to the right of Washington's neck. This tells you it's from Philadelphia. Check the date, 2003. Examine the coin for any unusual features. Doubled mint marks, unusual coloring, or off-center strikes. Pay attention to the coin's condition. The better the condition, the higher the value. Coins graded MS70 or PR70, meaning perfect condition, fetch the highest prices. Host picks up a magnifying glass. If you don't have a magnifying glass, don't worry, you can always take your coin to a professional for grading. Clips from auction houses, news headlines about coin sales. Let's talk numbers. While most 2003 quarters are worth face value, those rare error coins or proof editions have recently sold at auctions for as much as $1.7 million. That's right, millions. These sales happen at major auction houses where collectors compete fiercely for these rare pieces. And with the coin market booming, it's a great time to have your coins appraised. Person bringing coins to a coin dealer, mail-in grading services. If you think you might have a valuable 2003 quarter, here's what you should do next. Don't clean or tamper with the coin. It can lower its value. Take clear photos from different angles. Visit a reputable coin dealer or grading service like PCGS or NGC to get your coin authenticated and graded. Once verified, you can consider selling through an auction house or private sale. Remember, patience is key. Sometimes it takes months for the right buyer to come along willing to pay top dollar. So, the next time you're digging through your old coins, don't overlook that 2003 quarter. It might just be your ticket to a small fortune. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more coin tips and treasure hunts. And if you have questions about other coins, drop them in the comments below. I love hearing your stories. We're diving deep into one very special coin, the 1993 Mintmark Washington quarter dollar. Believe it or not, this coin could be worth a jaw-dropping $1.6 million in today's market. Yes, you heard that right. Over $1 million for a quarter. Introduction to the 1993 Mintmark Washington quarter. First off, let's get some background. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American coinage since 1932, honoring George Washington. Most quarters you see every day aren't particularly rare or valuable, usually just worth their face value or a little more if in exceptional condition. But the 1993 Mintmark Washington quarter, that one's an entirely different story. This quarter was minted at the Denver Mint. That's what the D stands for. and it's part of a unique production run that has made it a hot topic for serious collectors and investors. So, why exactly is this 1993 D quarter worth so much? The secret lies in a combination of rarity, mint errors, and collector demand. In 1993, the Denver Mint produced a limited number of quarters with a unique Mintmark placement error. Instead of being stamped in the usual place, the D was struck in an unusual spot or double struck in some cases, creating what's known as a Mintmark error. Collectors love these kinds of anomalies because they're incredibly rare. Out of millions of quarters produced that year, only a tiny fraction exhibit this error, and that scarcity drives the value through the roof. To put it simply, if you have one of these error quarters, you could be holding a coin that's not just money but a treasure. Current market value, $1.6 million. Now let's talk numbers. Recently, one of these 1993 D Mintmark Washington quarters with the error sold for an astonishing $1.6 million. That's more than the price of a nice house or a brand new luxury car. You might be thinking, is that just a one-off? Or is the market really that strong? The answer is, while $1.6 million is an extreme case for a perfect certified error coin, there are multiple sales in the six-figure range for these quarters in top condition. If you own one, don't rush to sell it to the first buyer. Getting it appraised and graded by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC can massively increase your coin's value. How to identify a 1993 D Mintmark Washington quarter error? Wondering how to spot one of these valuable quarters? Here's what to look for. Check the Mintmark, the small letter D near George Washington's neck on the coin's front side, the D double stamped, misplaced, or unusually large or small compared to a normal quarter. Inspect the coin under a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe for any unusual markings or anomalies. Remember, the coin should be in excellent condition. No heavy wear, scratches, or corrosion. If you're unsure, it's always best to bring your coin to a professional for authentication. So, you found a 1993 D Mintmark Washington quarter in your collection or your attic. Now what? Don't spend it. This quarter is potentially worth far more than 25 cents. Get it professionally graded and authenticated. Services like PCGS or NGC provide certification that proves the coin's authenticity and condition, which can boost its market value. Research the current market. Check online auction sites, coin dealer prices, and recent sales of similar coins. Consult a reputable coin dealer or auction house experienced in rare coins. They'll help you get the best price for your treasure. Remember, patience is key. Selling at the right time and to the right buyer could make a life-changing difference. To wrap up, the 1993 D Mintmark Washington quarter dollar with the mint error is more than just a piece of metal. It's a potentially million-dollar opportunity hidden in plain sight. If you have any old coins lying around, now's the time to dust them off. Give them a close look, and maybe even discover a rare gem like this. We're diving into one of the most exciting coin discoveries that could be sitting in your pocket change or old coin stash, the 1998 P Mintmark Washington quarter dollar. Believe it or not, some of these coins are worth an astonishing $1.6 million today. Stick around because this could change your life. Historical images of the Washington quarter, close-ups on mint marks. The Washington quarter has been a staple in American coinage since 1932, but today, we're focusing on a very special variation from 1998. Minted in Philadelphia, that's what the P Mintmark stands for. Most quarters from this era are worth just 25 cents or maybe a bit more if they're in mint condition. But this particular coin with a rare error has skyrocketed in value. How rare? There are fewer than a handful known to collectors. Zoom on Mintmark, side-by-side comparison between normal and rare coin. So, what exactly makes this 1998 P quarter worth $1.6 million? It's all about an extremely rare minting error. Some of these coins have a doubled mint mark or a misplaced mint mark, making them unique to the eye of serious collectors. These errors occur when the coin is stamped twice or the mint mark is struck off-center. These are accidental, incredibly rare, and therefore highly valuable. Animation showing how the minting error occurs. Because these errors slipped through quality control, only a few exist in the world, and that's what drives the sky-high price. Clear, detailed images of the error mint mark compared to a regular one. Now, how do you know if you have one? Look closely at the mint mark. It's a small P located near George Washington's neck on the front of the coin. If you notice any doubling, blurring, or off-center stamping, that could be your jackpot. Also, check for any unusual wear or markings that don't seem normal for a quarter. Auction footage or graphics showing rising coin prices. The market for rare coins is booming, especially for pieces like the 1998 P Mint era quarter. The $1.6 million figure isn't just a random number. It's backed by verified sales and auction records. Collectors worldwide are willing to pay top dollar for this coin because it's a one-of-a-kind collectible. Plus, with the rising interest in numismatics and investment coins, these values only go up. Step-by-step guide graphics. If you think you have this coin, don't just sell it at a flea market or casual coin shop. Here's what you should do. Get it professionally graded. Services like PCGS or NGC will authenticate and grade your coin. Consult with a reputable coin dealer or auction house specializing in rare coins. Avoid quick sales or online auctions without expert advice. You want to maximize your payout. Keep the coin safe, in a protective case or holder until it's sold. Photos or short clips of people discovering valuable coins. Many people have found life-changing wealth just by spotting rare coins in their collections. Remember, even a single quarter from 1998 could be worth a fortune if it has the right mint error. So, take a moment to inspect your old coins. You might just hold a $1.6 million treasure without knowing it. I've got a fascinating story that could literally change your financial future, especially if you own a 1976 no Mintmark Washington $quarter coin. Some of these coins have recently been valued at a staggering $1.5 million. Yes, you heard that right. $1.5 million for a single quarter. Let's start with a little history. The 1976 Washington quarter was a special coin, minted to celebrate the United States bicentennial, the 200th anniversary of American independence. Unlike regular quarters, these coins feature a unique design on the reverse, a colonial drummer instead of the usual eagle. Most 1976 quarters were minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, and they usually carry a mint mark, a little letter indicating where they were made. P for Philadelphia, D for Denver, and S for San Francisco. But what if I told you that some of these quarters were minted without a mint mark? These are called no mint mark coins, and they are extremely rare. The no mint mark 1976 quarter is a major coin mystery. Officially, Philadelphia coins do not carry a mint mark, but during 1976, Philadelphia quarters usually had a P mint mark. So a 1976 quarter without the P mint mark is an error or an anomaly, and very few are known to exist. Collectors and experts believe these coins could be error strikes, coins that accidentally slipped through the minting process without the mint mark. Since these errors are incredibly rare, they command a high value among collectors. One particular 1976 no mint mark quarter recently made headlines when it sold for a jaw-dropping $1.5 million at auction. This proves that rare coin errors can be worth much more than their face value. Way more. So how do you know if your 1976 quarter is one of these rare no mint mark coins? Here's what to look for. It must be 1976. There should be no P, D, or S mint mark on the coin's obverse. That's the front side with George Washington's profile. The better the condition, the more valuable it could be. Ideally, it should be in uncirculated or mint condition with no wear or scratches. Check that it has the bicentennial reverse design, the colonial drummer with the date 1776-1976. If your coin fits this description, it's worth getting a professional appraisal or grading from a reputable coin grading company like PCGS or NGC. This will verify its authenticity and condition, critical for selling at a high price. Market value and selling tips. Now, you're probably wondering, what's the current market value of these coins? While the average 1976 quarter is worth only 25 cents, the rare no mint mark error coins have been sold for up to $1.5 million. Yes, million with an M. Keep in mind, this high value applies only to coins that are authentic, in exceptional condition, and verified by experts. If you think you have one, here's what: don't clean or polish the coin. Cleaning can reduce its value. Get a professional grading. Certified coins fetch higher prices. Reach out to reputable coin dealers or auction houses specializing in rare coins. Be patient. Selling such rare coins can take time but could be incredibly rewarding. If you've been holding on to old coins, especially Washington quarters from 1976, it's worth taking a closer look. You might just have a hidden treasure sitting in your coin jar. Remember, knowledge is power. Always get expert advice before selling and be sure to handle your coins carefully. We're diving into one of the most talked about modern coin mysteries. The 1978 no Mintmark Washington quarter that's reportedly worth up to $1.6 million. Yes, you heard that right. One quarter, $1.6 million. Let's rewind to 1978. Jimmy Carter was president, gas was under $1, and millions of Washington quarters were rolling off the presses at the U.S. Mint. Most of these coins were produced at the Philadelphia and Denver mints, and usually Philadelphia coins had no mint mark. So what makes one 1978 quarter so special that it's valued at over $1 million? There have been recent viral claims and collector buzz about an extremely rare 1978 quarter with no mint mark selling, or at least being valued at $1.6 million. But here's the twist. Not every no mint mark quarter is worth that much. In fact, most are worth just face value. The real million-dollar versions are believed to have minting errors, flawless conditions, or possibly a unique prototype origin. That means it likely came from Philadelphia. This is normal, but wait, there's more. MS 65 or higher. No scratches, no wear, almost like it just left the mint. Look closely, Washington's hairlines, the eagle's feathers, are they fully visible? Look for off-center strikes, double dyes, or strange planchet materials. Get it authenticated by PCGS or NGC. Without this, even rare coins can't command high value. Here's the truth. Likely worth 25 cents. Could fetch $10 to $50. A certified rare error version or one with unique provenance. That's where you start getting into the thousands or more. The $1.6 million figure might be based on speculative or private offers, not publicly verified auction results. Still, it shows how important it is to check every coin carefully. That ruins value. Take clear photos. Front, back, close-ups. Submit to a grading service. PCGS or NGC are the gold standards. Get a second opinion. Talk to a reputable local coin dealer. List it carefully on auction sites like Heritage or eBay with high-res photos and grading info. Even if your 1978 quarter isn't the million-dollar version, it might still be worth more than you think. And the hunt? That's half the fun. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, drop a comment below if you have a coin to ask about, and don't forget to subscribe for more real stories from the world of coin collecting. Happy hunting!